Hello students, myself Pratibha. Welcome to SRPS online classes. Today I am going to teach you 6th chapter from political science. The name is political parties. Class 10th. This is most important chapter for your board exam. So read it very carefully. Okay students? Now, political parties are the lifeblood of a democratic polity. It is particularly so in a country like India, which has a multi-party system. If you travel to countryside and discuss politics with village, they will talk about various political parties, their leaders and their politics, though they may not know anything about our constitution and its provisions. So now first we understand the meaning of political party. A political party is a group of people who share common ideology and aim to form government by contesting election and winning a majority of the contested seats. Each political party has a set of policies and programs declared publicity by election manifesto for promotion of common good for citizens. As the policies, programs and ideology of different political parties are different, they seek to win popular support in an election to be able to implement them. Now, there are three essential components of political party. The first is the leader, second is the active members, and third is the followers. The leaders contest elections and if they win perform the administrative jobs. The active members attend party meetings and are close to the party leaders. They can be called assistants of the leaders. The followers are the dedicated workers of the party. They work under the able guidance of the active members. Now, we discuss the function of political parties. The chief aim of a political party is to form the government at the center or in a state. It aspires to do by winning maximum number of seats for a legislature. This aim is sought to be fulfilled through following functions. The first is contesting elections. Political parties. First is contest election by putting up their candidates. Political parties put up candidates in various areas to contest an election in India. Candidates are chosen by top leader of a party who form a committee for selections of candidates after elections are declared in the USA and some other countries. Members and followers of a party select candidates. The second is declaring different policies and programs. It means each party has a different set of ideology, policy and program which it desires to implement after forming government. A party reduces a vast multitude of opinions into a few basic positions which it supports. These have to be declared through an election manifesto at the time of elections. The third is making laws for the country. Means laws are made after the bills are debated and passed by legislature by a majority. Fourth, form and run government. The majority party in a legislature forms the government. Big policy decisions of the government are taken by the cabinet committees on political affairs, economic affairs, foreign policy, etc. Top leaders of the party form the cabinet which runs the government. Next, role of opposition. Fifth point. It means the parties which fail to form government play the role of opposition inside the legislature and outside. They examine and criticize the government for its failures and wrong policies. Now, sixth is shaping public opinion. Opinion of people against or in a favor of certain issues and policies of the government can make or mar the prospects of a ruling party in the coming elections. Opposition party play a pivotal role in the formation of public opinion through a organizing meeting, demonstration, protest, dharnas, distribution of posters and pamphlets, and by highlighting issues in the mass media. Now, next topic is necessity, importance, significance of political parties. यानी necessity of political parties. Political thinkers have expressed various opinions about the necessity and need of political parties. The working of any system of representative government is in large measure determined by the nature of political parties which operated it. Political parties express and form public opinion. They are the chief mechanism of informing and influencing the electorate. Political parties very often become the chief force for modernization and chief agency for political education and socialization. Now, next and most important for your board exam also, how many political parties should we have? There are a large number of political parties in each country. In India, more than 750 parties and registered with the Election Commission of India. But only 4 or 5 parties are actually in the race of win election and form the government. So there are 3 types of party system. First is one party system, two party system and multi party system. Now first is one party system. There is no competition in this system as only one party is allowed to control and run the government. The lone party nominate the candidates and the voters have only two choices. First is not to vote at all or. Now second, write yes or no against the name of the candidates nominated by the party. This system has been popular in communist countries and other authoritarian regimes. The countries following this system are China, North Korea and Cuba. Single party system, however, limits the choices and freedom of the citizen. One party system is not a good option as this is not a democratic opinion. A democratic system must allow at least two parties to compete in elections and come to power. Now second is two party system. Two party system means in a two party system power shifted between two major dominant parties. In this system only the two main parties have a serious chance of winning majority of seats to form government. The smaller party usually merge with the bigger parties or they drop out of election. This parliamentary system prevails in the USA, the United Kingdom and Canada, in which only two parties win significant numbers of seats. Now third is multi-party system. Multi-party system, it means two or more than political parties. In this system, two or more parties have the capacity to gain control of government separately or in coalition. In this system, we have multiple officially recognized groups called political parties. Each competes and contests for votes. This system is essential for a representative democracy because it prevents a single party leadership from making policy and controlling the government without challenge. Critics of this system point out that multi-party system sometimes lead to political instability in India. We have a multi-party system. When several parties in a multi-party system join hands for the purpose of contesting election and winning power, it is called an alliance or a front or a coalition. There are mainly two such major alliances. In 2019 parliamentary election in India, the National Democratic Alliance, the name is NDA, led by the BJP, and the United Progressive Alliance, UPA, led by the Indian National Congress. On the negative side, multi-party system is lead to political instability as most of the time no single party has a clear majority. On the positive side, this system is healthy for a multi-religious and multilingual country like India. With more than a billion population, this system allows all shades of interest and opinions to have a fair representatives.